What's up, people? On this great Wednesday, hump day, January 22nd. This will be a relatively short episode. It's not really too much going on nowadays. People are at work or trying to stay in from this Arctic cold that's across the great nation of America. So, we will go over two topics. One is a funny, could be true topic, I don't know, non-sports related, and the other one is NFC and AFC Championship. All right, so before we start, please like and subscribe to my channel, The Philly Will Spill, channel that's going to give you the real spill, not the fake or the gimmick. So, first topic that's non-sports related is the child support, no taxes thing that's going around a little bit. So, if you don't know, it's alleged, I don't know how true it is, look it up, that Donald Trump is saying that any father or mother that's paying child support, the opposite sex should not be able to file their child on their taxes. So my spiel on this is really, it's situational. It's situational. It's situational. If the father is paying or the mother is paying, been paying all year, and that's the way they want to do it, then it's all right. I mean, before we even go into if there was a law that was passed, let's speak for my situation. Pay child support on one kid could pay on two, but I pay on one. Even if it was both, I don't care. I mean, when you just used to something for how it's been, it's just how it's been. I mean, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, they can have it. I'm used to it. Really just doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. And then being that my salary in the last past umpteen years has been a massive salary, in my situation, it just wouldn't even suit me to be able to file those kids. So I don't care. It is what it is. But you got some people that really care. They're like, hey, no, I paid that all year. At least give me something on the back end. So it's just one of those things where people, if you've seen Roe v. Wade get turned over and all that stuff went crazy and haywire with abortion, eventually things are going to change. Things that are not seen fair are going to change. I know women feel a certain part of way about child support, but every child support case is not that the father ain't crap and he not in the life, or the mother ain't crap or he not in her kid's life. It's not those situations. You got cases where father is paying that is in a life, and it's gonna get looked at. It's gonna get looked at. That is one of the things that probably has been getting traction in Congress, has been getting traction in your state, in your city, especially those states that are biased sex gender states. They're gonna get looked at. It's going to get looked at. It's going to get looked at. It's going to get looked at. I've seen people in my work situation. I've seen. I'll never forget this. I seen a man who I worked with in 2008 come to work every day. We used to call him Shorty. Come to work every single day. Bust his tail. He had to be in his 40s, maybe his 50s, early 50s. And the dude was sleeping outside of the job in the parking lot. Sometimes they told him he couldn't sleep in the parking lot. The parking lot was so big, he could have slept 200, 300 yards away, and they didn't know, but it's a car sticking out there on the island by itself. But anyways, dude came in one day to work. I was probably, at this time, I was 20, maybe 22 at the time, 21. Came in and said he needed some money to get his car started so he could, he could be warm in his car because it was cold. I'm like, dang, Shorty, what's wrong? You come to work every day. Something's wrong with your check? He said, no, let me show you something. Show me his check. I gotta say at the time his check was, let's just say it was $10 an hour. He was getting $400. After taxes, he might have been getting $320, right? That man was getting $80. $80. $80. I'm not a non-advocate for child support because if the kid does need some type of financial support for whoever's taking care of the kid, but all I am saying is some of this stuff need to get looked into a little bit more, because taking the woman or the man's all of their finances and then just telling them to survive off of, think about it like this, y'all. If you can't survive, let's just take child support out the way. If you can't survive off 100% of your check right now due to the economy, how do you think you can survive off of 60 or 40% of your check with child support taking it out? I'm gonna say that again. If people can't survive, no habits, no drinking, no gambling, no nothing, just straight bills. If they can't survive off 100% of their check, how do you think they're gonna survive off a check that's 40% or 50% of that 100% because of child support? Why doesn't the man get an option to take care of the kid and nobody get put on child support? Give me my child. Let me take care of him. Then I know some cases that hit close to home, where I watched a man pay child support his whole life. My father figure in my life. Struggle with bills. Paid his child support. Struggle with bills. I never seen his child. He never seen him but once or twice when he went over there because the mother wouldn't let him see him. You got cases like that. Dude paying, but the mother won't let him see him. Not the new mothers, not the new ones, not the 2000s and the 2010 mothers. But those mothers from the 80s and preferably the 90s, dude paying and he can't see his kid. It's terrible. So I don't know how true it is. Like I said, it's situational. My stance only with my situation. I don't care. They can have it. Well, child support to me has been really nothing. I mean, I'm an advocate of whatever career you get us somewhere where you can get a career, and then try to travel up that career so you can make as much money as possible, so certain things won't hit you or hurt you. So that's my stance on that. It's really situational. I have no bad blood on either side, and eventually that stuff is going to get looked at. So for those people that's been living a certain way, They revamp everything. They revamp food stamps. They revamp all type of government assistance. They're gonna revamp that too. They're gonna revamp that. And honestly, just like now with cannabis, if they couldn't make no money off of it, they wouldn't be caring. They wouldn't be caring. They wouldn't be caring. That is something to monetize off as many people that they can, pay that so they can get paid money. That's all it is. They wouldn't be caring. So, that's my stance on that. Hey, comment if you feel another type of way. And I will be doing a group live Friday at 8. Same two guys I've been doing it with, but we will try to get some ladies in there to join in with us. To just talk, we call it drinking and thinking. So, Friday at 8. Next topic. First game on Sunday, Washington versus Eagles at the Link, 3 p.m. Spread 6.5 in favor of the Eagles. Over and under 47.5. This game right here, Jayden Daniels, Scary Terry McLaurin, Brian Robinson, because he did ball last week, Zach Ertz, looking like the vintage Zach Ertz as of lately. Bobby Wagner on defense. The guy that was from Michigan, the quarterback from Michigan. Start with Centrell, whatever his name is, the one that picked that ball when Jameson Williams threw it. You got him. You got the one rookie that caused Jalen Hurts to have a concussion, and that was balling out. Good team. Jayden Daniels is a star, superstar. Will be in the top 5 next year if he continues to ball like this. Definitely in the top 10 right now. Dude is astronomical. Can throw the ball, put touch on the ball. He can read the blitz. He fast like Lamar Jackson. He take off when he need to, not when he want to. He throw first, run second. He's astronomical. I want you guys to know certain things that I look at where I give positions in this league accolades to say, oh, they like that. Jayden Daniels is like that. One of the things I see with a quarterback is how well they can throw the ball under pressure, how well they can throw the ball overall. In the game where the Washington Commanders were supposed to lose, Jayden Daniels threw a ball to his wide receiver. I want to say it was Dyami Brown. And the cornerback had his hand in the wide receiver's face mask like this. Just like this. Because Jayden Daniels threw the ball so good, the wide receiver had his hand out like this, and the ball just fell right in the bucket. It's at least a 30 or 40 yard pass. All quarterback. That man is like that. He's like that. Chicago Bears. Hail Mary. Threw it. Now, defenders on the Chicago Bears doing stupid stuff like talking to the fans and not getting in the spot, that's on them. They won. They won. Against the Bengals. Against the Eagles the second time. That game was 21-7 in the first quarter. I believe it was, they Washington scored 7 in the second quarter. Eagles didn't score nothing. Third quarter, Eagles scored 6. Washington didn't score nothing. Then in the fourth quarter, Washington scored 22 points. Yeah. The dude is like that. He like that. Buccaneers game. Marched them all the way down there for the field goal winning kick. He like that. He already has 1, 2, I think, if not 4 game-winning drives. 4 of them, and one of them was in the playoffs. He like that. On the other side of the ball, the other team, defensive, Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, Darius Slay. These are the best trio cornerbacks in the league. They're on the #1 defense. So you cannot refute that. Seen Darius Slay last week. They've been trying to go after him because Quinyon Mitchell been checking so good. Darius Slay ain't buying it. And I like the fact that Quinyon's checking so good that they're going after Darius Slay. Because Darius Slay is a seasoned cornerback. He go either tip it or pick it. You can throw it over to Quinyon if you're not open and see what he do. Quinyon been having issues with picking it. You ain't gonna catch it, but he been having issues with picking it. But he always put himself in the best position to pick it. That's why people don't want to throw it over there. And he step for step or whatever cornerback. Safety, Reed Blankenship, the guy thumps. People think you don't want to see C.J. Gardner-Johnson come down there and hit the running back. You don't want to see Reed Blankenship come down there and hit the running back or the catching the wide receiver out in the slot. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, coverage. Remind me of the late great Ed Reed. No, I didn't say he was like Ed Reed. He reminds me of Ed Reed. The way he covered from side to side. The way he come down, he hit the running back, shot the gap, and hit Kyrie Williams in that playoff game. Stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He liked that. And the last time we played the Commanders, Jalen Hurts had a concussion. C.J. Gardner-Johnson got ejected in the third quarter. That pass that won the game was on C.J. Gardner-Johnson's side. D-line. Sweat. Njoku. Davis. Smith. I love Nolan Smith. They said he was undersized. He couldn't play in the NFL. I bet y'all changing your mind now. And being that he playing with his other 2 Georgia Bulldog brothers on that D-line, Nolan Smith look good. And I don't think Bryce Huff going to get back in. I think we probably going to cut Bryce Huff and see if we can get somebody else. If we can't get somebody else, then we might keep him, but he might get cut. And that man, on the defense. The man, Jalen Carter. Now, I will say this. He is the late, great Aaron Donald. Hands down. Hands down. Multiple quarterback hurries last week. Multiple quarterback pressures last week. Multiple sacks last week. Had a fumble last week. Knocked it out of Kyrie Williams' hand. Been doing this all season. You got to put 2 on him. Sometimes you got to put 3 on him. We put 3 on him. Here come Nolan Smith. Here come Josh Sweat. And that's that 6 by defensive line that Vic Fangio's calling, because Vic Fangio is a big part of this. We were 29-30 last year in defense. Now we first. He's a big part of this. He puts a person in every gap when he think they running. And sometimes when they not running, just to put pressure on you, because them corners can cover. And they gonna get there. Offensive side of the ball, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Jahan Dotson, A.J. Brown, that great offensive line, Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, Mekhi Becton, Jordan Mailata, Lane Johnson. Excellent offensive line. They bulldoze people all day long. You don't want them leaning on you in the late third quarter, fourth quarter. You don't want them leaning on you. You don't really want them leaning on you in the third quarter after they done leaned on you for 30 minutes. Backfield. I'm going to go with Jalen first. Y'all talk so much crap, but the guy ain't lost but about, what? The Buccaneers, the Commanders. The Buccaneers in the playoffs is 3. And then they lost the back, what, 3 or 4 last year? Outside of that, they had a 13-game run last season. This season, we only lost 2 in the regular season. The season of the Super Bowl, I only think we lost maybe 2. He liked that. I don't care what y'all say. The name of this game in any sports competition is to win. And he wins. I don't care what you talk about. The year of the Super Bowl, he was slinging that ball. Go look at them stats. He had all them stats. Slinging it. There wasn't no Saquon Barkley that year. He went to the Super Bowl without Saquon Barkley. Without Saquon Barkley. I believe Miles Sanders was the running back. So, what are you talking about? He can throw the ball. They don't have to throw the ball. I'm going to ask you, if you are a quarterback, and you can hand the ball off, every time you hand the ball off, this guy gone for 5-7 yards, or he busting one for 70, busting one for 60. What do I need to come out here and throw the ball? That's what we did last year. And towards the back end of the season, teams start seeing that, and they start getting on it. And mind you, last year, we won a lot of games like the Kansas City Chiefs won this year. Just squeaked it out when we was winning all them games. Just squeaked it out. We ain't squeaking them out this year. We winning. So, Jalen Hurts is that man. Stop playing with him. He win. All y'all talking crap, go get all y'all quarterbacks that's like that. Go get your Josh Allen. Go get your Lamar. Go get your Joe Burrow. Go get your. If Jalen Hurts go to the Super Bowl, that's twice. And y'all talk about he need to throw for 5,000, 4,000. Like Burrow, like Josh, ain't never been. Like Lamar, ain't never been. Ain't like Goff, been once. That was so many years ago. Jalen Hurts, if he go this year, in the last 3 years, he'd have been to the Super Bowl twice. Keep his name out your mouth. You want to win, you want to talk about winning, keep Jalen Hurts' name out your mouth. You want to talk about stats, take it wherever you want to take it. But he liked that. And let me get to the last person. Saquon Barkley. Nick Sirianni, you are off the hook, right, in my book. You are off the hook. For you, Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, offensive line, you guys are off the hook in my book for sitting him the last game of the season. We in the NFC Championship. And the name of the football game is to win the Super Bowl. So although I was one of those advocates of playing and then sit him after you get it, Hey, great decision, Nick Sirianni. Great decision. Great decision. Saquon Barkley is the man. I will let you people know something. I will never get on this channel and lie to you and lie for you. When we acquired Saquon Barkley, I went upstairs immediately or called my wife immediately and got to shouting and screaming about Saquon Barkley. My wife looked at me like you a fool. What's wrong with you? She don't. This year was her best year with sports, getting to know it. So she ain't really know nothing about it. But I told her they put Saquon Barkley, a dude was the face of the New York Giants, on our offensive line. He is going to go crazy. I called my Mama Bird. I called everybody. I told everybody. I told people at work. I told people, and you know people kept saying, he ain't gonna do that. He always injured. He always this. He always that. Could have broke Eric Dickerson's record. You put somebody who's the face of a team, who everybody had the game plan for when they played the New York Giants, on the Eagles. I said they went to the Super Bowl without Saquon. They always have a great offensive line. He didn't never have a great offensive line. You put him on our team, he went crazy. And he's still going crazy. And he's going to continue to go crazy. And everybody keeps saying, come down and, you can't come down. Look at the game last week. Go pull it up, y'all. Even in the snow, them cornerbacks was 8 yards off A.J. Brown. Probably 6 yards off of Devontae. They don't want to come up. Don't nobody want to come up and be 2 yards off of A.J. Brown without a safety over him. I guarantee you Jalen gonna throw it. Be 2 yards up on A.J. Brown without a safety over him or a single high safety. I guarantee you Jalen gonna throw it. But they don't. So if you keep setting back, we're gonna keep giving it to Saquon. Saquon is like that. He's like that. He's like that. And I guarantee you, I ain't got to tell y'all next year like I had to tell y'all all this offseason, free agency, draft. I guarantee y'all I ain't got to tell you next year. He like that. We like that on offense. Nick Sirianni. He did something that I like and I admire. I don't care about him barking at fans. I don't care about him getting into it with players. That's his attitude. If you look at how he coaches a team when they had the cameras on in the practice facility, that's his attitude. He shares the same attitude as the Philadelphia city. Tough, rough, blue chip, gritty, hard. But what I do admire is when they went to the bye season and they asked him to run the ball more and come off the play calling, you could tell he did. And we shot out of a cannon. So, the tale of this game is going to be Jalen Hurts stay healthy, slide. If they try to come up, throw it to A.J. Brown. Saquon Barkley, keep doing what you're doing. On the defensive side of the ball, do what y'all did last time. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, keep your emotions down. Just, you know what I'm saying, leave it on the field. Keep Jaden contained. No Terry McLaurin. Defensive, get after him. Do what y'all did in the first quarter, but take it through all the quarters. And this game should be relatively easy. Get on them. Get on them. Get on them. Get on them early. Contain the side. Stay in your lanes, defensive lineman. Get on them. Cover. And we want our lick back. Washington is a good team. I'm not sleeping on them. But Jalen Hurts got hurt. We was up 21-7 in the first quarter. We had like 2 turnovers. So, and we held them a couple quarters to 6 points. I think no points between that second and third quarter. So that's that. Buffalo and Kansas City. Spread is 1.5. It really ain't even no spread. I wouldn't even play with that. So I think somebody's going to win by 3. So somebody got to cover the 1.5. I guess they say that. You just got to pick the right person. Over and under is the same thing, 47.5. Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce, Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, Hopkins, Worthy, Noah Gray, you name it. You name it. Hollywood Brown back now. You name it. That man, the man, Patrick Mahomes. Brilliant. Take off when he's supposed to take off. Throw it sidearm. Throw it toss arm. Throw it alley-oop dunk. throw it 20 yards, throw it with his eyes closed, throw it while biting his tongue, throw it, you name it. Read any defense. Zone, single high, cover 2, cover 3, nickel, 3-4, 4-3. Reads it all. He like that. Defensive side of the ball, you got 2 good corners. You got that big D tackle that moves around to whatever person he think is his victim. Jones. Hey, they got a relatively good defense. Buffalo, offense, Shakir, Kincaid, Dalton Kincaid, Cooper, Cook, Johnson, you name it. You name it. Then you got Josh Allen. Had that look in his eyes since the last time he played the Chiefs when he beat them. Has added something to his arsenal that he did, but he didn't do it as much as he did it this year. He doing it relatively early and often, running the ball. You mix Josh Allen trying to be a mobile quarterback with the fact that he can throw it like a regular quarterback and throw it on a prolific standard and level, it's hard to play him. It's hard to play him. I want when the Eagles win the NFC Championship and we get to the Super Bowl, I want to play the Kansas City Chiefs just so we can get our league back. But I think we're going to be playing the Buffalo Bills, and I'm more scared of playing the Bills than I am playing the Chiefs. And y'all like, what, Patrick Mahomes? We match up better with both. But the way Josh Allen has been going in the tear, if Josh Allen beat Chiefs in the regular season, then he came in the playoffs and beat Lamar, and turn around and beat the Chiefs again, that's why I'm saying that. You hear me? Beat the Chiefs. Beat the Lions. Beat the Ravens in the playoffs. If he beat the Chiefs, I want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl and not the Bills. So I'm going to be rooting for the Chiefs. I don't never root for the Chiefs. So Josh Allen like that. He like that. He like that. And in my eyes, with this MVP, when it be that close like that in the regular season, I think they should let the cards be played in the playoffs. I think he should win MVP. I was advocating for Lamar. I wanted Lamar to win it. I wanted Lamar, but the way he played last game, and I know they go by most valuable. Both of them is most valuable, but to me, Josh got better wins, man. Josh got better wins. Lamar beat Josh, but Josh beat Patrick Mahomes. Josh beat the Lions. Josh beat the Ravens where they count the most. I think they should give it to Josh, honestly. And I don't think Lamar would care because he the one to. So, tell her this game is going to be who don't give up the turnovers and who don't punt the ball. That's all it's going to be. You are literally looking split image of both teams. Both teams can do exactly what the other team can do. Both teams spread the ball out. You don't know where it's going. Both teams got a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both team quarterbacks can throw any pass. Both teams quarterback can read any defense. Both team quarterbacks will take off on you. Both teams got speed wide receivers. The only difference that both teams don't got, Buffalo don't got no Travis Kelce. So that's going to be the difference maker for the Chiefs. For the Chiefs. So, Buffalo, just Josh. If Josh beat Josh, I just don't see how they can beat him. If Josh beat Josh, I don't see how they beat. The way I said that Texas needed to beat the Chiefs and only lost by 9, you got to score with them. Watch Buffalo. Buffalo is going to score with the Chiefs. Drive for drive. Drive for drive. I'm glad it was Buffalo and not the Ravens. He's going to score with the Chiefs. Drive for drive. That's all I got, as I'm at 30 minutes. I didn't even think my video was going to go 30 minutes. But I'm Philly Will all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. Please pray for me tomorrow as I have something important to take care of. That's it. I'm out.